Dr. John Mills has long been one of Texas's most in-demand saxophonists, arrangers, and composers. He not only plays and writes across a complete spectrum of jazz styles, from mainstream to experimental, from big band to fusion to chamber jazz, but he's also active in virtually every other genre of contemporary music. His interest and creative experience extend to R&B, salsa, classical, world music, blues, country, funk, rock, folk, gospel, and more, all of which he pursues both in concert and in the recording studio. During his diverse professional career, he has performed, arranged, and composed for a vast number of CDs, film, TV, soundtracks, and jingles. Besides his prolific work as a studio performer, John has recorded 2 CDs for Fable Records under his own name. This is with his band, the John Mills Times 10. He's released Caffeine Dreams and Invisible Designs, both of which feature exclusively his innovative original compositions. I'm really thrilled to have both of the clinicians on the bill tonight. I hope that you'll really enjoy this concert. Thank you guys so much. I'll come out maybe before the last tune and say a couple more things. But please, come out now, Dr. John Mills and Jazz Ensemble 1.
about this group of musicians? Fantastic. Before I forget, I want to again thank Ponder East for putting this together, and certainly for giving me the invitation to work with such a talented group of young musicians. Let's hear it for Ponder one more time for making this all possible, really. We opened with a classic from Wayne Shorter, one of the great composers in jazz history, who's still putting out great music. That was his One by One. It featured Blaigne Sixon on alto saxophone from Austin High School. And on trumpet, that's Walter Trapp from Bowie High School. I think it's wonderful what all these programs, these dedicated directors have done. You notice it's the same schools are represented over and over again with these all-region musicians, and it's a wonderful thing. Not every high school has this opportunity, and it really takes a lot of dedication on the part of those people putting the program together. And of course the parents too. That's that combination of dedicated teachers, supportive parents, and really inspired musicians. It's a great combination, and I'm really glad to be a part of this. Okay, we're going to continue with a number from the Count Basie Orchestra, sort of switching gears. It's kind of coming from the bluesier big band tradition of the Count Basie Orchestra. And we've got one of his classics called Blues and Hoss Flat. You'll hear from a number of musicians, a number of soloists on this piece. And we'll also do one other thing that the Basie Orchestra was part of their modus operandi, was for sections within the band to have some spontaneous background riffs. So we'll have a little bit of that happening where the sections go off the page a little bit and create some bluesy riffs to support the soloists as we go. So here's Blues and Hoss Flat, and I'll let you know about the soloists when we wrap it up. Here we go. Playing the blues. Let's see if I can do a memory test on how this happened. Let's see. We heard. Give me a hint, guys. Who had the first solo? Jeremy. Okay. Yeah. Okay. It's all coming back to me now. It's been a few minutes. That's Jeremy Howell on tenor sax from Westlake High School. And then we heard our first fantastic trombone pairing. We have both from Westlake High School. We had Justin Dunlap and William Wright. And then we heard from, that was Ethan Brown from Bowie High School on trumpet. And then we brought back to the top of Palo Santos on alto saxophone. And then also again on trombones, we had Seth Burrell from McCallum. And Aaron Garcia, our bass trombonist from Austin High School. Then was it the bass solo? Am I getting it right? I didn't leave anybody out, right? Then we had Travis Duck from right here at LBJ on bass. Okay, so now we're going to do a wonderful, one of my favorite alto saxophone features for big band. This is going to feature Blaigne Sixon, who, as you've noticed, is one of our all-state jazz award winners, along with our lead trumpet player, Jacob Escobedo. So this next composition is from a great saxophonist and composer named Oliver Nelson, who did some really groundbreaking records. He did alternately music that was experimental and music that was just beautiful. This is from the latter category. He was also famous for writing a lot of music for television in the 60s and 70s and 80s. Oliver Nelson's Black, Brown, and Beautiful, featuring Blaigne Sixon. about that Blaigne Sixon, isn't it beautiful? It's beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to take a little license here and do a composition of my own for this group. This is something that I have been playing with my own groups and recorded on my own in the past, but I had never done a big band version until this fall, and this will be the first time I've heard this in concert with this group, so I'm looking forward to this. This is called Force of Nature, and it's sort of inspired by some Brazilian artists, in particular Milton Nascimento. Here we go. This is Force of Nature. I'll catch up with the soloists at the end. Here we go, guys. It's nice to hear that played right, guys. Thank you. So we heard from, first of all, the trumpets, we heard from Wyatt Corder from Westlake High School. And we heard another side of Blaigne Sixon on alto saxophone. Great playing again. And then we heard from David Garcia on tenor saxophone. And last but not least, we heard from John Morris on guitar. And it just at this point, it dawns on me that if you dial back about 2 songs ago, I forgot to announce our resident Count Basie piano soloist. Back a couple blues songs ago, I just realized that I forgot to credit Brett Lance from San Marcos High School. Back on blues from our flat. Sorry about that, Brett. Okay, we got one more for you. Thank you very much. I mean, not just for being a great audience, but for just supporting these fantastic musicians. It really is a wonderful thing. So here's our last number. This is going to be kind of a fun one, written by Lee Morgan back in the '60s. We'll get to hear from a number more soloists, people you haven't heard from yet. So this is Sidewinder from Lee Morgan. Thank you very much. Jeremy Howell on tenor saxophone. Jacob Escobedo, who's playing lead trumpet and taking that solo. Boston High. And let's see, we had wonderful baritone saxophone solo from Tim Scarry from Westside. And that's Ethan Brown from Bowie High School. No, I got that wrong. I'm sorry, I got that wrong. I was doing so well. Jay Garcia from Bowie. Sorry. And let's see here, we heard from John Morris on guitar, John from Bowie High School. And finally gave the drummer some, that's James Caldwell from Austin High School on the drums. And let me just kind of finish this off with a collective thank you. Stand up, everybody, and thank you very much for letting me take part in this. Great job. Thank you, parents. Thank you, Padres.